Welcome back, everyone. This is Seewing Yi. My co-host is Julie. How are you, Julie?
Fine, Seewing. Good morning. How are you?
Great, fine, thank you. So we have another great episodes here, and we really enjoying to sharing our wisdom and knowledge to all the people out there, so you could
Right.
be well informed consumer
Yep.
and investor. So,
Mhm.
and Julie has been helping me quite consistently for several years now, and love to have her share her perspective. She's putting herself in your shoes out there, meaning you can make the argument that she's a rookie investor. In a way, she is, but in a way, by doing podcasts with me, I don't believe she's a rookie anymore. So Julie is accelerating her journey, accelerating her training, her education. By you guys watching our podcast, you can accelerate your financial journey as well, your education, and hopefully you can take action and achieve wealth for yourself and your family generationally. So thank you all. And before we go any further, of course, if you at the end of this podcast, if you please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and put your email onto my website below so you can become our free member of our real estate investing community. Okay, so without further ado, Julie, by the way, Julie almost never know what I'm going to talk about. So,
That's the best part of this podcast. I get to be surprised.
exactly. That's the
Mhm.
fun. Yeah, that's the fun part of it. So let me share my screen.
Mhm.
Okay, here is our first module. Who's worse, a crash bro doomer or a fake guru?
That's a good one. They're both
Yeah,
pretty bad.
yes, it is. And Julie and I have know little about these topics. A lot of you are not even old enough to remember Tom Bull and Carlton Sheets. Maybe Julie, you might
I do
remember.
remember Carlton Sheep. Yeah, I
Well,
remember. Yeah, a
just
lot.
just to show you how old you and I are. We are.
It's all good though.
We're not going to give away our age, Julie, but
Right.
we are comfortable to say that we are the baby boomer generation.
Absolutely. Best
That's
generation ever.
that's right. In fact, do you know baby boomers own more than 50% of all the assets
Mhm.
in the country?
I do know that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
some
Don't write
people,
us off just because we're old.
yeah, but we have a long life to live because
That's right.
our
Exactly.
baby boom generation have a long life to live. That means if you some of you are thinking like there's a quote unquote silver tsunami. Yeah, I don't, Julie, I don't know whether you heard that term before about
Yes,
sooner.
I have.
We're not gonna go away that
Nope.
quickly, so
Nope.
don't bet on it. Silver tsunami. So
Right. That's right.
okay, I digress. Let's continue with this. Okay, so yep, Tom Wu back in the old days, back in 1980s, Tom Wu, this Vietnamese guy, he was showing videos of him in a yacht with about a whole bunch of beautiful girls on their bikinis, telling people how to get rich and like him and driving BMWs and
Right.
having those yachts in the Caribbean, somewhere in Hawaii, somewhere. And Carlton Sheets, same thing. He
Same
preached
thing.
this, yeah, he
Mhm.
preached this easy to do, no money down, and everybody can become a millionaire overnight. But they are long gone, and they are continually are replaced by the
Yes.
current fake gurus out there, and they're always going to be around in the past, currently, and in the future. So let's go over how to identify a potential fake guru. So
Mm.
anyway, let me quickly
It
go
is.
over the six topics. Then, Julie, you can share your thoughts. They have a celebrity connection that they never stop talking about. You will get rich quick, or will you?
Right.
There's no money back guarantee on their high fee based coaching program, and you'll be surrounded by upselling. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
They say there's no risk or no downside to real estate investing,
Right.
and they will say overwhelmingly they have they have some pretend positive testimonials and reviews, well, out there. So, what are your thoughts in terms of what I just?
Those are all right on point. It's very interesting. And I think it gets back to if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah. Or it probably isn't true. Yeah. But I think those are all good things, but they will lead you to believe that their system is flawless, it's foolproof. And then the upsell. That's where they get you the upsell. And there's always another addition to the program once you sign up for the program.
Yeah. Yeah, they preach this quickly. They use this concept, quote unquote. There's a sucker born every moment, every minute. So
Right.
they prey on the mass people, the mass hysteria of people watching their videos, and all they need is a small
Right.
percentage of those people
That's true.
who are gullible, who fall prey to this. So
That's true.
those consumers, right? They again they find a way to entice
They prey
people
on
to.
your emotions, the lifestyle, the quick get rich quick. And no one wants to work a 40-hour job for the rest of their lives. So yeah, so they prey on what tugs at your heartstrings, and that's how people get caught up.
That's right. Yep. Just we challenge people out there just to use common sense. If it is too good to be true, stay
Right.
away from it.
Exactly.
So obvious red flag. But again, there's always gullible people out there that fall prey to these kind of things, and it's very sad. People have to resort to this kind of financial education out there in the mass social media.
And interestingly enough, we were joking about being part of the baby boomer generation, but they target a lot of baby boomers and not just the realtor fake guru scams. Everybody, everybody's targeting the seniors because they know we have the money. And if they can figure out a way to get it out of you, they will. So that concept could apply to almost anything. They're calling you on the phone with the sweepstakes or whatever, something
Yep.
ridiculous, but we fall for it.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Don't trust. You trust, but verify. Work with people you trust, and you like, and
Right.
create a relationship with your team of real estate advisors, and then do your research, test it out before you take the plunge. Again, if anything is too good to be true, stay away. It's really all about common sense. Don't fall prey to their very wise, very slick
Right.
marketing
Right.
schemes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. With that in mind, let's go over the current version of the fake gurus, and a lot of them are doing the YouTube channels, and
Right.
what we call it. We are slowly beginning to develop a terminology for these people: crash bros, crash brothers. I see some crash sisters out there as well. Julie, I serve the YouTube channel on a daily basis, much more than you, so I know who are these people. There's
Right.
one person who is the king of all the crash bros, this young punk out there preaching daily. There are many like him. Yeah,
Yes.
if you
Oh, yeah.
Google on YouTube, housing crash, and these people they pop up. Anyway, so what they do is that they use clickbait, daily negative doom and gloom headlines. They talk housing crash on a daily basis for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And
Right.
guess what, Julie? We have not. We have not seen any housing crash.
Right.
Housing prices have been increasing even during this past 4 years of pandemic. Believe it or not. And
Right.
yeah, when you check on this kind of crash bro doomers, they have a huge numbers of views, huge number of subscribers. And so that is a red flag right there. And further, so what they do is these crash bros, what they do is they manipulate the housing data to fit their narratives. The data they're talking about, whatever data they use, they are not necessarily incorrect, although oftentimes they are very misleading. They compare one data set to another data set 9 months ago, a year ago. They don't look at the long-term
picture.
trends, the big picture, what happened in the past 10 years.
Right.
They don't compare the normal historical housing data over the past 10, 20, 30 years versus the current year, right? Because when they compare the current years of negative data, for example, new listings or active listings, or what's the percentage of inventory have gone up or gone down, what they manipulate the data are they compare today's listings or today's inventory increases to last year. And for example, and last year we have the lowest housing sales transactions in history. When they use this narrow-minded narrative to compare this year's, for example, 35% increase in inventory, and they are trying to just present it in a way that 35% increase in inventory year over year, that means that we have too much supply and not enough demand. That's somewhat true, but then if you compare to last year, you have the lowest inventory of homes. So that's not a apple to apple comparison.
Mhm.
Furthermore, if you dive deeper into the data, if you compare to the pre-pandemic 2019 and prior, uh, even though we have 35% higher inventory than compared to last year, it is still 50% below the normal inventory level
Right.
during pre-pandemic 2019 and prior. So what this doomers, what they preach is they prey on the fact, they are hoping on the fact that the viewers who's watching their channels are lazy. They're not doing
They're not going to do any research on their own.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
They
Mhm.
prey on lazy people, and a lot of people in the U.S. are lazy. They, when they watch any kind of social media, most consumers they believe the information that was presented because
Right.
it's
And
just
that's amazing too. You had mentioned on the previous page about they have a lot of followers. And I think people assume because they have a lot of followers, what they must be saying is true. But followers does not equate to truth. It's just that they've figured out a way to play on your emotions or your fears to the point where they can get enough people buying into their narrative or whatever, into the fear speak or whatever that they are promoting.
yeah. And that's how they make their money when
Yes.
they have thousands of views, tens of thousands of new subscribers every month on a YouTube channel. They get paid. That's how they monetize their
Yes.
channel. That's why. Look, my YouTube channel is have very few subscribers, right? And
Right.
I'm okay with that because my main revenue model is not doing YouTube videos, right? And
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
work, as you and I know, you, Julie, I work with investors one-on-one, and I help investors to buy rental properties. I help you as
Mhm.
well. And
Yes.
so that's how I make my money, working, helping our clients achieve their American dream by buying rental properties in a very
Mhm.
good areas of the country. So having said that, people, this
Doom and gloom.
doomers, doom and gloomers,
Yes.
yeah, they have no morals. They have no
Right.
ethics. Uh, uh, they intentionally deceive people. They mislead people, and they, like you said, they prey on people's fears and also when people subscribe to their channel, they are hooked. They're hooked. People have nothing else better to do in their lives but
Right.
watch their doomers channels. And
Mhm.
at the end of the day, these YouTubers, doomers, Crash Bros, they give people permission to do nothing. And they use this concept, this emotion concept, own
Mhm.
nothing and be happy. And also, the human brains are very fragile, right?
Yeah.
And when people are desensitized, I don't know if
Mhm.
I said the
Mhm.
right thing,
That's right. Yeah.
but they constantly watching this negative programming, that it causes paralysis, it causes
Mhm.
systematic programming, it causes negative conditioning, where you
Mhm.
people's brain are in bed in all the negativity.
Yes.
It's automatic. What when people are conditioned by all these kind of things, it becomes automatic. Everything can come out of their brain, everything come out of their mouth is negativity. No, no, I
Mhm.
won't do this. I can't do this. I can't buy real estate. I cannot be. I cannot be a millionaire. I don't deserve to buy rental properties because if, whatever.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
in the end, my thought is in the end they will these crash bros and crash assists out there. They in the end they will destroy your American
Absolutely.
dream. So
100%. Yeah,
yeah,
100%. But I think that again, looking at the baby boomer generation, we have worked so hard to be able to have our remaining years, which could be most of us can live 30 or 40 years out of retirement, out past our retirement, and can destroy that to where we find ourselves depending on our adult children or whoever or the system. So, yeah, you have to do your research, you have to do your homework, and you just can't think because they have 10 million followers that what they're saying is true.
yeah, that's right. So a lot of our members, Julie, within my network, uh, I have several thousand
Mhm.
subscribers to my network for the past 20 years. And I hate to say this, in the past couple of years, some of our members, I have to believe they're watching all these negative gloom
Right,
YouTube
right.
real estate YouTube
Yeah.
videos, and I hate to say this, but more people. you and I talked about this before, right?
Right. Yeah.
More of our members are staying on the sidelines. In fact, some of them that I talk to, I don't talk to too many of them because I don't want to waste my time because they're so negative. My members, that
Mm.
is, when I do talk to several of them from time to time, and the things that come out of their mouth were very similar to what happened after those people, consumers, they've been desensitized by watching all these negative doom and gloom videos. And the
Right.
things they say are, oh, the mortgage rate's too high. Oh, this article tells me right now is a bad time to buy. We should wait 5 or 6 years from now before something else happens. You have to time the market. You have to this reventure consulting, Nick Gurley. He's the king of doom and gloom. YouTube. Oh, I
Mm.
watched Revenge Consulting, and they say the housing is about to crash because the inventory have skyrocketed in Florida and Texas. Oh, all this hurricane, all this insurance costs, all this HOAs. Wow, the world's coming to an end. The housing
Right.
crash will be the greatest crash in history of mankind ever since the 2008 crash. So I'm gonna stay on the sideline, Mr. Yi. I'm not gonna invest yet. I'm gonna watch until everybody I want to buy a house like 50% on the dollar. When they fall
Mm.
50 to 60%, then I'm gonna buy. When the mortgage rate come down to 2%, then I'm gonna buy. I'm waiting. I have time. This typical response I get, which is
Wow.
very sad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. The more time you wait, the more time you waste. You can't jump on it without doing the research, but then once you've got the information, then you have to make a decision.
yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, you're just sitting on the sidelines. What's that old saying? Caveat emptor, the Latin buyer beware.
Yep.
You just can't assume that everything on YouTube or everything on Instagram or whatever is the truth. I mean, everybody has their opinion. You got to look at the bigger picture. Like you said, don't look at the last 6 months and decide that's a trend or that's where the market is going. And then
Exactly.
just make the decision from your head and not your emotions, not your heart.
Absolutely. Very well said, Julie. Thank you so much for your great suggestions. All right. With that said, as we conclude this, if you see any value from this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment below what you think about what we presented. And also, lastly, put your email on my website below you. You can subscribe to my email newsletter that you become a free member of our real estate investing organization so you can learn more about great investment opportunities. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.